Hi, this is John. I'm uh, I'm going to conclude this how to program your Baofeng radio series with this one. This will be my last one in the series. You can see some of my radio equipment along the right side of your screen towards the bottom. I'm here at home in my Radio Shack, and I'm recording this video. So, for that started, we're going to show you how this is done. Okay, here we are in CHIRP. Now, CHIRP is a free software program, and it's a it's an easy way to program your Baofeng radio as well as some other radios, mostly handheld radios, but it works for several different radios. Okay, I'm going to go up here to radio. The first thing you'll do is download whatever channels you have from your radio. You will click on download from radio. Once you have your radio um, turned on with the programming cable plugged into the radio and plugged into a USB port on your computer, what the first thing you'll do is click download from radio, choose the brand. We got the Baofeng, so we would choose Baofeng. If you have BTEC or whatever, you choose that, and then it'll show you the appropriate models in the second list. It says model, and just choose the model. I've got a Baofeng. Actually, I have three different models of Baofeng. I have the UV-5R, UV-82, and the UV-82HP. But choose the one if you have multiple radios. Just choose the options that are appropriate for that radio. And if it does, when you click OK, if it doesn't download your whatever's in your radio to a list, this is this list over here, then you didn't choose the right COM port. Just uh, just choose just choose an alternate until you get it right. I just happen to know mine's on COM port 3, so COM 3 is what I'd select. I'm going to cancel that because I've already done this in the air. I have more channels in my radio than these five up here that you'll see in the list, but I've deleted most of them just temporarily. I'm not going to save this as a file, so I can show you some other ways to make it very easy. You may not have any channels in your radio at all. You may have a complete list. So, if you want to add some channels, there's several different easy ways to do that. I'm going to go up here to File. I'm going to open Stock Configuration. And I'm going to choose some what I consider to be some useful frequencies. Let's say you want to be able to get some weather alerts. NOAA weather alerts would be something you might want to create some more channels and put them in your radio. These Here's what I suggest. Okay, I would suggest first selecting all of these and putting them into your radio somewhere on an open channel. You can pick and select by just selecting the first one on your list, holding down your control key, selecting another one, holding down the control key and selecting another one. Or if you want to select them all, just select the first one, hold down your shift key, and select the last one on the left. Last one on the list. Then you would go control plus C, as in Charlie, control plus C. You go back to your radio. You already have your file open. I'm going to leave an line right here. Instead of starting this paste operation on channel 6, I'm going to just start it on 7. Okay? Now you can right mouse click and go paste. And there. Now we have all these weather channels. Now, I think it's a good idea that you have at least one or two good weather channels that you have good reception on your radio. You may not have good reception on all these weather channels, and you probably don't need all of them in your radio anyway. I would pick the first. I would click. I would select the first two that you get good reception on, then remove the rest. So At this point, I would go ahead and do this, and then upload to your radio. Okay? And then unplug your radio from the computer. Go out outside. You know, of course, you got to have your antenna on your radio, and then tune to each one of these weather channel frequencies until you get the strongest two. Okay? Once you selected the strongest two, or just write down which two were the strongest. Then go back over here to your computer, plug your radio back into the computer, download that list once again from your radio, which would populate your list, and then selecting the other ones which do not come in too well, and just removing them. Hit delete. You want to verify that, just click on refresh. Okay, there. Now we have two very well working weather stations on our radio. Okay, now I'm going to start another list at item 10. I'm just going to show you how you can, if you have blank channels in your radio, how to deal with that situation. So we're going to go ahead and download some more channels. Open stock configuration. Pardon me. Now your Baofeng is a dual band radio. That means it can get FRS and GMRS stations. It can get 70 centimeter. It can get 2 meter. Okay, so we're gonna start this. You can go to Moore's channels. Moore's you can talk on legally on your radio. It's in the 2 meter band. However, it's an open frequency on the 2 meter band you can use. Okay, first I'm going to go over here to radio. I'm going to select a different list. We're going to click on import from stock configuration, and you'll see, let's see, US, okay, let's see, NOAA. How about we can do this, import from data source. Let's choose repeater book. Repeater book's pretty good. We'll choose repeater book proximity query. We'll choose an area. I'm pretty close to St. Augustine. Let's say I want to get some repeaters that are fairly close to the St. Augustine, Florida area because, well, that's where I live. And we'll say the distance is within 30 miles of St. Augustine. Okay? You don't want to go much farther than that because remember, you got a handheld radio. You're not going to get repeaters. You're not going to actually probably get repeaters more than 20 miles on a good day. And let's choose 2 meter. You can opt for different. You can choose 6 meters, but 6 meters or 10 meters is not going to be within the capability of your Baofeng. 2 meters is, and 70 centimeters is. Okay, but we'll go what 2 meters, and we'd say 20 miles from St. Augustine. We choose OK. That puts us in the distance, and we'll choose all those. And we'll go OK. And that creates a list. It's 70. Okay, we have these two channels. Okay, let's just say these are the two channels we started with. 3, 4, 5. We have 7 and 8. Okay, which we added. Those are the weather channels. Let's say you want to take these new 2 meter channels, select them all. We'll get rid of those. We'll put them down here at the bottom of this. So select your line number, paste them. Okay. Let's say we wanted to move all these up to close this gap where we don't have an open channel 6. Just select them all and move them up. You'll see, let's see. I gotta look for it. It's in here. Move up. Okay. There. and you'll see that it says move up. Is also you can hold down your control key and hit the up arrow on your keyboard and just move those up. Okay, now we have the same problem. We have our open channel 1, 2, and 3. So select them all and hold down your control key and hit the up arrow on your keyboard. There you go. Now we fill in the list. Channel 1, 2, 7. That's what we have. Let's say you want to let's say you want to add some Morse channels. You click on US Morse, and that opens up into a new window. Let's say you wanted to copy all the Morse channels into your radio. Just select them all. Go Control plus C, copy. You can also right mouse click and you'll see where it says copy. And go back to your radio channels. And we'll just start it at the last channel number we don't have filled in and paste those into your radio. So now we've populated channels into a list. This is actually just a list. These are not in your radio yet. They're in a list. And from this list, you can upload those to the radio. So if you're done, click on radio and go upload to radio. Now my radio is not plugged into the computer right now, so I can't, this one will not work, this will fail. But this is what you would click on, and then that would upload that to the radio. So I hope this helped you a little bit. This will be the final one in this how to use CHIRP on your radio. Of course, not all radios will be able to use CHIRP to program them. The radios you see along the bottom right of the screen here, I cannot use CHIRP to program those. Those have proprietary software, which I use to program each and every one of those radios. Okay, but if you do not have proprietary software for your radio, you might want to look into CHIRP and see what options you have in there. It's a simple, easy program to use, and you already have configuration files available that you can use as resources to get some channels in your radio and do it very, very quickly. So with that, I'm going to say adios, and we hope you have a good day.